Hello, girls, how are you? Today we spoke and we talked about have to. Have to is the action of having something. I have two dogs, I have a house, but in for this time, for this case, we're going to work with have to with rules. When you have a strong obligation to do something, okay? So have to, we're going to use it for a strong obligation, okay? And for rules, almost in every place, there are rules. For example, in a library, in the church, in the school, in the hospital, okay, are rules, okay? So let's see how we're going to work with have to. Okay, have to is in infinitive form, okay? Have to. Now, have is conjugated with have for the plural form and has for singular. I, we, you, and they have. He, she, and it has. Okay? It says sometimes even the simplest words can be misused by both native and non-native speakers of English. These are words that we use so often in our daily speech that we don't even think about. And maybe that's the reason why sometimes confuse them. Okay? So, the usage of have. Have is the form of the verb that goes with such pronouns as I, you, we, and they, the plural forms, okay? And including I, myself, okay? And for has goes with pronouns like I already said to you, he, she, and it, all the singular, okay? Singular nouns or pronoun or names, okay? So let's see more information. Have to, okay? For example, we can say that I have to go to the school, okay? I have to go to the school every day. I have to go to the school from Monday to Friday, okay? I have to, in my house, I have to pick up the papers. In my house, I have to wash my clothes, okay? In the kitchen, I have to clean the dishes, the dirty dishes, okay? Now, my mom has to cook for everybody, for all of the house. My mom has to relax after cooking, has to relax, okay? Let's see other examples. Now, for example, we have first the positive, okay? It says have to, okay? Something you need to do following a rule, okay? For example, we said that is have for plural, has for singular, plus the action in the base form, okay? Have to cook, have to sleep, have to clean, okay? Has to dance, has to watch, has to, I don't know, has to speak, okay? So you need to put have if it is plural, the action. Have if it is plural, the pronoun or the name. Has if it is singular. And then the action has to be in the base form, not in present, not in past, etc. It has to be in the base form. Examples. You have to go to school. They have to clean the house. He has to see the doctor. You have to drive slower than 100 kilometers per hour on highways. What have you to say for yourself? Es una frase de decir que tienes que decir por ti mismo. O sea, ¿qué es lo que tú tienes que decir? You have to wear uniform in class. My brother has to drink milk before going. Okay? So, it's very important to review this topic, okay, so you can understand this other tense, have to, okay? Now, If you see, to go, to clean, to see, to drive, to say, to wear, to drink, okay, are actions in base form, okay, or infinitive is the same, okay. Have is for plural, has is for singular. You have, they have, the presidents have, the teachers have, okay. Vero and Alexa have, okay, plural. Now, he has, okay, my brother has, my mom has, okay, my father has, okay, Claudia has, for singular, okay. Now, as we have positive, we have negative, okay. In negative, we are not going to work with haven't or hasn't, okay. We're going to work with simple present, okay. So, how do we make a sentence in negative? We need the simple present. And you know that in simple present, the negative is with don't or doesn't, okay? Don't for plural, doesn't for singular, okay? For example, you don't have to come to the school on Sundays, okay? You don't, okay? We don't have to watch this movie. She doesn't have to learn your language. They don't have to wear a suit. He doesn't have to take the exam. You didn't have to work for a salary. We don't have to buy an egg, okay? There's a mistake here. Sundays go with capital letter. La S va mayúscula. Te lo corrijo. So, in positive we have here, you have to go to school. But in negative, you don't have to come to school on Sundays, okay? Or if we use an actual example, we can say, we don't have to go to the school because we are in a quarantine, right? Quarantine, okay? So, don't have to, okay? To the auxiliary have, okay, we're going to add don't or doesn't. Aquí el have se va a quedar igual para todo en el negativo, lo que va a cambiar es el auxiliar don't o doesn't. Don't, ya dijimos, para el plural, doesn't para el singular, ¿sí? Y después del have to o después del to, ¿cómo va el verbo? En su forma base, ¿sí? Va en su forma base tanto en el positivo como en el negativo. Aquí nada más le estamos agregando el don't y el doesn't, ¿sí? Pero el have también se usa. Aquí ya no se usa el has, ¿sí? Como en el caso del singular, ¿sí? No se usa el has. ¿Por qué? Porque ya la S la trae el doesn't, ¿sí? Eso ya lo vimos en Simple Present, en el tetra pasado en inglés 1. Pero les recuerdo que cuando es negativo es don't o doesn't. O si quieres en la forma completa, do not o does not, que es lo mismo, ¿sí? Entonces acuérdate, después del to, de la preposición to, el verbo va en su forma base, ¿sí? El verbo que tú quieras va en su forma base, ¿ok? O sea, el principal verbo, ¿sale? We have classrooms example. We talk about some rules, do you remember? For example, in a hospital, what can we do or what can't we do in a hospital? Or what do we have to do? What people have to do in a hospital? People have to keep silence. Kids have to be quiet. The patients need, well, aquí lo vamos a cambiar, sería, the patients have to be assisted, okay? You have to wait in line to receive medicine. People have to wait to be called. Children don't have to run on the hallways. People don't have to smoke in the room. People have to pay the bill at the end, right? The patient have to register their names, okay? The patients, okay? Adults respect turns. Well, adults have to respect turns, okay? Tuve por ahí unos errores, los voy a corregir. Adults have to respect turns, okay? Now, in a library, people have to register the books. You have to return the books. People don't have to eat inside, negative. In negative, people don't have to talk louder. Of course not. People have to be in silence. Children don't have to run inside. Now, in the school, students have to pay attention in class. Students don't have to use uniforms. Students don't have to eat in class. Students have to pay the monthly fee. Okay? For example, if you don't pay the monthly fee, well, you don't are going to have the opportunity to have the last exam. Okay? In English class, you have to speak in English, of course, but you don't. Students don't have to run in the hallways, okay? So these are some examples. Now, this information you already have it on Brightspace, okay? I'm just going to correct the mistakes. Now, on the English discoveries, okay, we're on lesson 4, okay? Lesson 4 have to, okay? Lesson 4 have to, okay? It says here an example. It's time for bed, Michael. Oh, Mom, do I have to go to bed now? Yes, you do. It's late and you have to go to school tomorrow. Tienes que ir a la escuela mañana. ¿Okay? Tengo que irme a dormir ahora. Tienes que ir a la escuela mañana. ¿Okay? Entonces eso es una obligación fuerte. ¿Okay? No es una obligación moral, es una obligación forzosa. ¿Okay? So we have an example. Hi, Mercy. Do you want to go to a movie tonight? Thanks, Gary, but I has to, like to, have to, or have. Okay? Remember, we can say have. Si es algo de tener, de que tienes algo, tengo una computadora, tengo una casa, es con el have. Pero en este caso de obligación, ¿sí? En el término de obligación de algo que tienes que hacer, es con el have to, ¿sí? O has to, ¿sí? Has to is for singular, pero solamente la tercera persona del singular, he, she o it, ¿sí? En este caso utilizaríamos have to porque es Gary, but I, porque estás hablando de ti. I have to. Si estuviéramos hablando de Gary, entonces es con has, pero aquí estás hablando de ti. Es una forma de decir gracias, ¿sí? Gracias, Gary, pero tengo que estudiar para el examen, para un examen, ¿ok? Como quiera, aquí tienen la información, chicas. ¿Sí? Aquí abajo, acuérdense que siempre está la información gramatical. ¿Sí? Es lo mismo que les acabo de comentar. ¿Ok? The use, the meaning, ¿ok? Affirmative, negative. ¿Ok? Let's work it with another example. Bueno, aquí podemos ver si está correcto. Excelente. Vamos a trabajar con otro más. Dice, the secretary, the report before 4 p.m. Ahora sí, secretary. How many secretaries? Is it singular or plural? It's singular, okay? So, if it is singular, it's have to type, typing, or has to type. We're not working with present progressive or past progressive. So, we don't have to use ing, okay? Aquí sería de dos, o have to o has to. Como es secretary y es singular, ahora sí lo podemos usar. Has to type the report before p.m. Before 4 p.m. Okay? Has to type. Okay? Let's work with another one. It says, Tom, take a taxi to the station. It's close enough to walk. Tom, it's singular or plural? How many persons? Just one, so it's singular. Okay? Now, this is negative. Okay? Why is negative? Because it says, it's close enough to walk. ¿Sí? Entonces, como es suficiente cerca, ¿sí? para caminar, pues no tiene que tomar un taxi. Entonces, es negativa. Cuando es negativo, ¿qué dijimos? Ocupamos el auxiliar, ¿cuál? Don't o doesn't. Don't for plural, doesn't for singular. Okay? So, we need to have this one, this one, this one, or this one. Well, we're not going to use can't or can because we're not talking about an ability, okay? We're talking about something that you have or don't have to do, okay? So for Tom, is singular. We need to use doesn't have to take. Doesn't have to take. Porque mira, después del have no puede ser otro verbo, así nada más. Tiene que ir la preposición to entre dos verbos. Por eso es have to con la preposición. Y no se usa otra preposición, se usa el to. ¿Sí? Doesn't have to take. No tiene que tomar, ¿sí? Un taxi a la estación. ¿Ok? Vamos a ver si esto es lo correcto. Bien. Entonces, simplemente por eso no podemos usar este, porque si no sería doesn't have take. Hasta se escucha mal. Tom doesn't have take, como que algo le hace falta. Entonces, eso también nos ayuda a identificar si está bien o no. ¿Ok? Entonces, por favor, les pido que terminen este ejercicio, ¿sí? Y si hay dudas, como quiera, lo vamos a ver el jueves. Then on Thursday, we're going to see the last topic, okay? That is may, okay? It's a model, okay? Well, if you have any questions or doubts, please let me know. Thank you.